Hi friends, such a great start to our class. Welcome to Module 2 of 502H. Let's recap Module 1 before digging into Module 2. We are definitely a community of learners. I just loved how supportive of each other you are. You really showed compassion and excitement for each other, and I truly appreciate that you're all being so honest. One thing about being a lifelong earner is that we must have humility and we have to acknowledge that we have room for improvement. It's hard to do, but you did it. There was a lot of conversation about self-care and finding balance, and I want to give you some things to think about. As a new teacher, and then again when I was a new faculty member, I too struggled with finding balance, and I'll be honest, I suffered a huge setback when I'd essentially put all of my energy eggs into one basket, which was teaching, and then it broke. So I want you to be okay with wanting to find balance. We all need it. There's a reason CSTP 6 is one of the standards. Professional growth and self-efficacy are just as important as student learning. You know, when I recovered from my metaphorical broken egg basket, I took it upon myself to create a schedule. It was the advice I'd always given my students and their parents when it came to getting kids' homework done. I kid you not, I literally created a table, like I created an Excel spreadsheet and I put color blocks on it of 2 hours. And I'd have 2 hours on academic writing and then 2 hours on exercise and 2 hours on this class and 2 hours on that class and then a couple hours of free time. My point is, I had to schedule exercise because that's something that's important to me. And I had to schedule free time, which for me was like going to the beach and gardening. For you, whatever brings you joy. What this did for me was it kept me on task during my work time. And as a classroom teacher, I wasn't quite as rigid with my color-coded table, but I did set myself time limits for giving student feedback and grading and all lesson planning and all of that. It really forced me to be specific and to use my time wisely. I learned quickly the difference between feedback and editing, and I initiated a lot of metacognition for the students. I know that having a schedule sounds regimented, but it gives you permission to set boundaries and, more importantly, to not feel guilty. I encourage you to give it a try. This weekend, you should be finishing your ILP Tables 7 and 8. Thanks to those of you who've already submitted it. You'll get sick of me hearing me say this. Be honest. That's what action research is all about. When you complete the action research outline, it's really just a chance to jot down some ideas. Details are good, but it's not good use of your time to write out a full kind of lesson plan, action plan that may end up changing next week. Table 9 is due at the end of this module, 2 weeks from now. The work in Module 2 will support you in completing Table 9. It was apparent from Module 1 that the CSTP elements work best in conjunction with each other. Many of you connected planning instruction to assessment. So for Table 9, feel free to pick one or more of the CSTP elements. I want to just refresh your memory of what action research is all about. As educators, you actually engage in it probably on a daily basis, just kind of informally. I know you've all said to yourself, well, that didn't go as planned. Next time I'm going to blah, blah. That's action research. It's a never-ending cycle of self-improvement. Identify an area for growth, learn about it, try new things, reflect, try new things, reflect, start all over again. Keep this in mind if you're feeling a bit of deja vu on the ILP. We do have another discussion in Module 2. It'll be a little bit more manageable as you'll join a focus group. Select one that you feel most strongly about as an area for growth. Of course, you can join as many threads as you want. I encourage you to spend time this weekend looking at the content and start to think about joining the discussion as soon as you're ready. And finally, of course, you have your mentor meetings each week. Use the week 3 meeting as an opportunity to learn together with your mentor. Use the week 4 meeting to complete Table 9 of the ILP. Keep up the great work.